PT Cruiser owners or whatnot, and all you other people that have changed, of course, the famous alternator on a PT Cruiser. I'm going to tell you right now, that's the old one. Alright? Now all of you who have, oh yeah, you know, disconnect this motor mount, go back here, and I don't know if you can see down in there, but you know, you got to loosen the tensioner bolt, and then you got to drop the engine 3 inches or whatever it is, and all this other stuff. Alright, now the reason I'm specifically showing you certain things is because I'll show you how it was done even easier. This is the cover for the middle engine mount. Torx bit T50 or something like that. You'll notice it's still in. It hasn't been touched. It hasn't been removed. You'll also notice this one is still in. So there's the bottom one. All 3 motor mounts I have showed you have not been touched. What I did was climbed up underneath, disconnected the wires, as you can see them hanging there. Then I undid the bottom bolt for the alternator, pulled it out, loosened the tensioner until I could twist the alternator to get the belt off and to get it off the top tensioner bolt without removing it. And then if you actually look, there's the new alternator tucked up in there right now. Now you'll also notice what's missing. This is what's missing. The CVC joint or drive shaft for the passenger side of the car. Now when you go to remove this end, please use a pry bar to gently pry it out of the transmission, or else you'll break this joint and its seal. So as you can see, there's my pry bar. Just gently wiggle it until it pops out. Now you will need to put a pan under there. You're going to lose some tranny fluid, so make sure you catch it so you can put it back in. But as you notice, all I did was disconnect the top strut. Alright, the steering linkage so that I can move it, and I've disconnected nothing else. Alright, that is a 32mm nut. On the end of that, you do have to tap it until it comes completely out. Once you do, this will swivel out of the way enough to pull this end out of your spindle. And then, like I said, climb under there, and with the pry bar, gently pry that end out of the transmission with a pan to catch the tranny fluid and pull that CVC joint out. That alternator will squeeze through that hole with a little bit. Put the pulley to the bottom. Here, I'll show you with the old one. You can put this in here just like this, upside down. Alright, and when you rotate it, get it just right. As you see, the pulley's at the bottom. This thing, with a little bit of wiggle, once you get it right, you'll notice that nub there, you're going to need to get in this groove. It will go in and it will come out, just like so, without taking your motor mounts apart or dropping that engine. And it takes less time to do this than it does to take the engine mounts apart or the bolts out and then try to realign that engine and keep fighting with this thing. Alright, I've only been working on this after seeing all those videos about dropping the engine, making the space at the top bigger, doing this, doing that, dropping it out, all that crap. Do it this way. You'll spend less time. I have literally only spent 10 minutes on this car to get that alternator out and that new one in. I will spend another 10 minutes putting it back in and hooking all this up. So for all your guys' half hour, 45 minutes, hour, 2 hour, $500 alternator change, half an hour, done. Simple. Good luck, guys.